Okay, so form defines an HTML form for user input. And uh, so this is just so you can enter like text here, text here. And that's just the general form. And then you would need like an um, input box to actually put in like the text for your name. So these are just some of the form elements that you can contain within that input text area: button, select, option, opt group, field set, and label. Okay, let me close some of these. What else? H1 to H6. So these are just different headings you can use depending on kind of the size. You can see H1 is the biggest, H6 is the smallest, and you should only use these for headings, not just to make text big. Head defines information about the document. So it can include the title, scripts like JavaScript, styles, CSS, and here are some of the elements you can put inside of there. So here's the title, and that's where you can include other stuff as well. Header. So you have the footer at the bottom and the header is just at the top, and this is just, you know, important things you'd want to keep on the top of the page. HR, so this defines a thematic change in the content. So it'll just do a horizontal line and kind of separate two different parts. And yeah, HTML is just the root of the HTML document. You want to enclose everything inside of there. I is italic. You can change the voice or the mood of the text. Iframe defines an inline frame. So what this will do is you could put like another website inside of your website, and that can be useful. Also, you can embed things like YouTube videos inside of an iframe. So it just lets you put another document inside your current HTML document. IMG defines an image. So you'll have the source of the image, its location, and then alt for a tag in case this doesn't load properly. Then you'll see the text smiley face, and you always want to include that. And then you can also do the size attributes. Input defines an input control. So this will be within like the form element maybe. It lets the user enter data. So here's the input element, and then the type attribute for entering text, and name attribute. And then the value is predefined, but you can put anything there. Yeah. INS, it defines a text that has been inserted into a document. So we saw DEL is for deleted text, and then INS is for inserted text. And I guess it just underlines automatically. KBD stands for keyboard input. So you can see here, it looks like that for the text. And it's a phrase tag. It's just for specifying keyboard input. Keygen is new in HTML5. It defines a key pair generator field for forms. So like here you have a form and then the keygen element, and then you can choose the different things. This isn't supported in Internet Explorer, so you should keep that in mind. But it lets you choose from these different keys. And yeah, it specifies key pair generator field for forms. And when the form is submitted, the private key is stored locally and the public key is sent to the server. Label defines a label for an input element. So like you're asking the user to select male or female, and it'll just have separate labels for those. Legend defines a caption for a field set element. So we saw this within a form, and then the field set, and then here's the legend. Li just defines a list item. So we'll see OL is an ordered list for ordered elements, and then each list item, and then UL is an unordered list. So you can see each list item with a bullet point. Link, this defines a relationship between a document and an external resource. So you mostly use this to link to an external style sheet. So you can put your CSS in a separate file to keep it more organized. So that's the link element. Okay, or the, yeah, link tag. Main specifies the main content of a document. So you have HTML body and then main, just for everything you're focusing on. And we'll do map again. So remember how we had the area element within the map? So map is just for the general map of images. And mark defines marked or highlighted text. So this will help you emphasize like certain words that you want to with the mark element. And menu defines a list or menu of commands. So you can see here, this only works in Firefox actually, and I'm in Chrome, so I can't do it, but yeah, it just defines a list or menu of commands, and it's used for context menus, toolbars, and for listing form controls and commands, but only in Firefox, so probably don't use that one. Menu item defines a command or a menu item that the user can invoke from a pop-up menu. And also this only works in Firefox, so won't do that. Meta defines metadata about an HTML document, and you'll want this for like how search engines will recognize your website, and it's just important to have. So you'll put it in the head element, and you'll say like the character set you're using, just the name, the keywords you have so people can find you, and the author. So you'll put your name there. And meter defines a scalar measurement within a known range. So let's see. This will help you show like a measurement or something. It doesn't work in Internet Explorer or Safari 5, but it can be pretty useful. And you can change like the length here. So 0.2, make that 20%. You can see how that came down to match that one. Yeah, it can be used for like showing disk usage or how relevant a query result is. But it shouldn't be used to indicate progress. There's the progress tag for that. And nav is for navigation links. So this will usually go at the top of your document, and you'll have these links within the nav element. Okay.